Welcome back to Good Day State Line. We've all tried to lose weight before, but there's always been that diet that backfired, and maybe it's because it's a diet. Tonight, we're taking a different approach with Dr. Kumar, Chief Medical Officer at Found. Hi, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. We want to hear all about Found, and let's start a little, though, about how big of an issue obesity and being overweight actually is right now in America.
So it's a huge problem. It was probably the epidemic before the COVID-19 pandemic that was really in full force. And 40% of Americans have obesity, and only 1% of physicians are trained in obesity medicine, which is why a platform like Found could be really helpful to expand access to weight care for everyone that needs it.
So obviously the first thing we think of when we think of losing weight is the word diet and dieting, and that brings us to like fad diets that we've heard of for the last 30, 40, 50, I don't know, forever, years. So tell us a little bit, about the dangers of those fad diets.
So fad diets often aren't rooted in science, and they can promise unrealistic results and unrealistic expectations for somebody that tries it. So rapid weight loss, extreme weight loss, these are things that are really against our biology. We're biologically programmed to not do that. And so when people fail off these fad diets, they think it's their fault, but it's really related to our human physiology.
And you gotta think too that even if a fad diet does happen to work for somebody, right? Like everybody is different. And so we try all these things and then we expect them to work for us just because they worked for our friend, and that's probably not gonna happen, right?
Yeah, so we can't expect that something our friend does or even our family member does, even though we're genetically closer to them, to work for us. There's so many factors that go into determining whether a particular nutrition or diet intervention will be effective. And even if it's effective, then the question is, can it be maintained?
So tell us a little bit about the Found platform, because I have a feeling it's a little different than these fad diets that we're used to.
Yeah, so the Found program has perfected the formula to personalize weight loss by leading with science and the art of personalized medicine. So when somebody signs up for Found through Jointfound.com, they'll take an initial assessment that leads them onto a wellness path or a medication path. If they qualify for FDA-approved medicine for weight loss, they'll meet with a physician that will choose a medication that is unique to their biology and appropriate for them. That medication and clinician support is paired with health coaching, so nutrition, exercise, stress management, sleep health, and both of those can be paired with community engagement. Found members can communicate with each other through an app and through a community, so they can support each other, track goals together, and it's that comprehensive approach of medicine plus coaching plus community delivered through digital health that makes the program effective for the long term.
So when did the Found program, when was it launched?
A couple of years ago, like 2 years ago.
Okay, so right around the time where we all had a lot of time to just sit and eat a lot and think about food in a different mentality. So it might be time to start thinking about it in a different way at this point, huh?
Yes, that's a great point.
What's your favorite part about the Found platform?
So my favorite part, and what really drew me to be interested in the program, was that they prescribe all of the medications. And to me, that was really reflective of my own medical practice, where I look at each person individually versus having a formulaic approach, like this medicine, this diet, like this comes first, this comes second. But each patient is an individual, and that could mean that, two members of the same family might be on two completely different medications, different diets. So I really liked the personalized approach to Found, and I think that made it really unique.
I think that is so important, and that's something that I think we're finally learning as humans, that we are so different, and that really is a good thing and an important thing to keep in mind no matter what we're trying to accomplish, right?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Where can we get a little more information on Found?
You could get more information at jointfound.com and fill out the initial assessment.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for hanging out tonight.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we are hanging out with Carz R Us. We'll be right back.